For enjoying your sweetest moments with me, merging timelines. I'm here. It's 2022. For some reason, I've been saying 2020 too often. I don't know what timeline I'm in, what timeline I have been in, but let me explain. Like Mel, oh, save it. Guys, December was rough, and I knew it was gonna be rough, but I had no idea. Like, I had no idea. I was not ready. And so I'm late, as usual, with your reading. And I apologize, but I read for the sun and moon viewers. The channel is designed for personal development, and so I'm here to deliver your divine message, if you'll have me, of course. Hi, hello, Happy New Year. I am, like I said, December was extremely rough, a lot more than I anticipated, and so I'm late. But I'm going to deliver your message today for my sun and moon viewers. We're starting with the earth signs, and we're gonna read Capricorn upon request, okay? I did get, hi love! I did get Capricorn requesting, I think KK, shout out to KK if you are on this live or if you catch it later. Thank you so much for your request. It means everything that you guys tell me that you're anticipating the reading, because I don't know if you know, but as readers, we kind of doubt sometimes the need, especially if we're going through things ourselves. Kind of just want to tuck away in our shells and just not be seen by the world. But we have a duty to play. We have a role. We have a job to do, they say. And so here I am. I'm back at it. We're going to talk about you now, Capricorn. It looks like you've went through some hard times in your recent past. Now, this could be old to you, new to Mel, because I'm late. But what I do see is that you had a very hard heartbreak that you went through. This affected you mentally. I mean, everything you thought was going to be was no longer going to be. And so you were just sitting there in your own feeling of distraught, feeling just disappointed, feeling of some sort of neglect, I feel. But it's like all of these thoughts that add up to how you could feel in a place where you're alone, right? So 3 different thoughts, 3 different people, but there's 2 voices on either side of you. And these can represent your light body, your dark body, a good friend, a bad friend, 2 voices in both sides of you. And so those people are there when you're closing your eyes to everyone else, when you're not talking to anyone else because you're too heartbroken about something that you're not choosing to see within yourself, right? Now hold a minute, because I understand that's a little difficult to hear. But it's not because of you, but it's happening for you, right? I dropped the card, sorry. Oh, goodness. Okay, so that heartbreak that you just recently went through, I understand how it feels mentally, right? Because we're talking about mentally. This is affecting your mind because what you thought was going to happen is no longer going to happen. But it doesn't mean that it's not working for you, right? So you do have the 6 of Wands that comes up as your influence. I'm going to show you the card, sorry. So 3 of Swords is your environment. Ace of Swords comes out as the heart. So this is what I'm talking about, you not feeling your inner truth as it comes to this. Because what all this does and all this says to me is that you're requiring some bit of distance to make logic out of the heartbreak that you've endured, right? Someone has disappointed you. I get that. But this person if we're being honest, they weren't really showing up in a way you would have desired anyways, right? And we can agree on that. So there's a need for the person that you're either desiring or another person, and I'm thinking this is another person who's going to come back in a very direct way with you. And they're going to offer you something that is within your element, Virgo. This is the Knight of Pentacles coming up as your present energy. So you have the Six of Wands. That comes out in the reverse. That's your influence, which tells me that, hello, this is a false victory here. Whatever this is, it feels very, very disappointing. It feels very, very heavy. It feels lonely. And so there is this present energy saying, yes, but this requires something else to come in return. And I would even venture out to say that it's a different person than you're expecting maybe. But let's continue on and see if that's to be true, right? Because that's your present energy. And it's in your element. It could be a Virgo, doesn't have to be. But we have earth and we have air and a little bit of fire. But if you were talking to a fire sign, I don't think that would be the person of your interest. As you can see, there's a little bit of pain associated with that person logically, right? They've really, really disappointed your thoughts as to what a relationship should look like, should be like, right? All right, so Capricorn, Sun and Moon viewers, thank you so much for your patience with the reading. Thank you so much for your loving support. And let's see what's going on for your future and your advice. All right, so future's on the floor. Literally, is it on the floor? Right now, you're like, it's up in the air, Mel. I don't know where it is. It's just not here. Let's say that. And that's true. But that's the good part about the adventure, right? Is that it's just a day away. I'm getting like that Annie song. That only a day away. Okay. Oh, Two of Swords. Okay, so the decision really is on you. My goodness. Camera's tilted. Sorry, guys. Whew, we're a hot mess today. You're like, I understand. Don't worry. You guys aren't judging me. I feel like you're down and out too. But we'll pick each other up. Believe me, we will help each other get to our feet. And we'll figure out this decision that you're the one actually making. There's a lot of swords on the table, which tells me there's a lot in your mind. There's a lot that you're thinking, overthinking, which is so funny because you're not the type to think about it, right? It is what it is, right? You go by what you see. I either see it or I don't see it, Mel. It's either there or it's not there, but I damn sure don't pretend that it is, right? I don't pretend that it is. So I understand that. Let's get your advice card. Advice card, please, for Capricorn. Then we're going to go over your timelines, going in a deep depth of this reading as we have earth, fire, and a whole lot of air. So you may have two friends in the signs of air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. These people could be whispering in your ears. Now, there is a polarity here, right? This is like sitting at the table and you have a bunch of friends that are talking about you. Right? They're talking with you. They're trying to help you work through your dilemma, your disappointment in what has occurred in your environment, right? In your environment. Blah, blah, blah. So these people are probably saying they're too different. They're great because they offer a wide perspective as to what you could possibly do about this situation that you feel down and out in, right? Thank God for friends, good friends, right? And so they're giving you two sides of the coin. Well, you could do this, but no, you could do this. And you're just sitting there like this, like literally, this is you and your two friends. And you're like, I don't even know if I can move on. I don't even know if I can, because right now, the way your mind is receiving information, you're not able to visualize anything else. This is the blockage that you're experiencing, Capricorn. So much negative self-talk, negative thoughts about what has happened that you can't see the blessing in it. Yes, there's a blessing in it. I know. Like, Mel, really, are you going to say that there's a blessing in the way I feel right now? Yeah, I was actually talking to my mom about that today, that it's quite funny how the divine waits until you are at the lowest of lowest points to sit there and say, oh, here, have this. I know you're sad, but I have this for you. And it's like, why is that the time that you receive your blessings? Because I think that's the only time, if I'm being honest, that we would really open up to them and say, okay, I need you. I need you now. I need you now. Like, I know I don't genuinely talk to you on a day-to-day basis, okay? But I need you now. I was talking to somebody else I can't remember, and we're like, why is it that we don't talk to the divine until we genuinely need to? And jokingly, I was like, well, we're being courteous, you know. We know they have a lot of people to care for. And so we only call on them when we need them, you know. But all jokes aside, we have to strengthen that bond. Let's see what your advice card is. Whoa, the 10 of Cups. You have the 10 of Cups as your advice, and you're like, duh, that's exactly what I want. Ding, ding, ding. Well, they want that for you too. Trust me, it's just not where you're coming from, okay? It's not where you're coming from, and I get it. It's a hard pill to swallow, but we're here right now. And so I'm just asking you, do the inner work. Seek to find this truth within yourself, because truthfully, the person that disappointed you, that you're enduring the heartbreak from, really did not hurt you. They freed you. In whatever action they have done, they have literally freed you into allowing you to become something else. All you need to do is to take this sword and move on. Move to a different direction with the amount of clarity that you can gain. But right now, it's all up in the air because this is your head and heart. And it's kind of flopped. Your head is feeling a sort of depression. It's feeling a damage, right? Literally, your ego is saying, wow, how in the holy darn did this person feel like they could do this to me, right? To me, Mel. And it's like, no, they did not really feel they could. You just allowed it, you know? You just said, I'm here for this experience. Some parts of it are genuine, maybe, but most of it I don't really feel, you know? Most of it I'm not really resonating with, Mel. So now the divine says, okay, you put yourself through this pain. Let's be honest, you put yourself through this pain. Now let's think about it. Let's think about why. Why did we decide that this is what we needed to experience? Because the why is going to be what's allowing us to, one, dodge the bullet, because it will come back around. Believe me, they will say in some way, I'm here. Don't all jump at once. Don't ask me to do everything at once. I'm here, but I'm here for right now. And you're like, no, we actually don't need you here anymore because we're taking a new direction. Turns out, there's a Virgo in the far distance, doesn't have to be, but this could be someone who just really wants to take things slow. And they want to take things slow because they have value. They add value to you in ways that you're not adding value to yourself mentally. Okay, so as you get ready to make this decision with the amount of clarity that you're going to gain, because let's see, there's now 6 swords here, and the 6 swords tells me that you're just moving to a calmer place in your mind, right? So meditation helps with this, and if you don't really know how to meditate, it's not as intense as people think it is. You don't have to get on your yoga mat and get in some awkward pose to go within. You can just genuinely stare at a gaze. Like you can sit outside. That's my favorite form is just sitting outside and looking at the trees and observing the birds and the bees and the butterflies and anything that comes by. Just being open to it, right? And that allows your mind to kind of free up space. If you can imagine, thoughts are going to surface, including these thoughts that you're holding on to, because these are the ones we want to surface, so that you can let go of them. They're like little air bubbles. They come to you and then they float away. They come to you and then they float away. And you can't hold on to them that long, okay? Because at some point you're gonna get sick and tired of thinking about it because it's not taking you anywhere, right? But right now we're just practicing letting go because there's no fire on the board besides the red flag, besides the false victory that's just saying, no, it's definitely not here, okay? It's shown you already, it's definitely not here. So 6 and 6 is talking about balance. We are in the year of 6, so that's great, 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 great news. And then you have your advice card of the 10 of Cups. So just go with that very abundant feeling, right? What is it that after you let go of the negativity, what is it that you do want to experience? Practice this, Capricorn. Practice this and write it down and kind of visualize it as you're out there gazing off into whatever it is. Like if you have somewhere to sit outside, if you have somewhere to sit at lunch, take the time to let go of those negative thoughts associated with this disappointment. Because when you get ready to make this decision, you're making the decision based off what you already have experienced and what you have the desire to experience. Because you're going to realize that you are the creator of your reality and that your choice, your life, should I say, is one choice away. Just one different decision from what you've already experienced, right? And you and I can agree that we don't want to go back in time because if we did, we wouldn't have left, right? So it's just not ideal. So let's go ahead and get your angel message. Let's get the angel message. You could be running into a Virgo, right? And this Virgo could be helping you. If they're not one of your friends, they're one of someone that you'll encounter that's kind of gonna be the star in the sky for you. They're gonna be something that you long for. Maybe this is someone you run into at work. Maybe this is someone that you have admired for a long time, but the way that they handle theirs and their things is what you're admiring the most. And so desire to be handled that way yourself, because at some point you took yourself a little too lightly to allow someone else to disappoint you this way. Okay, so once you find that sort of clarity within yourself, this clarity that we're looking for, right? This one, there's going to be this sword that comes up again, just very, very, very much like it, right? This one is this one. And so this one is the brand new one, the one we have not experienced yet. Between our light and dark aspects of ourselves, we will sever the ties with one and go with another. So, beloved one, it says, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. I bet you, Capricorn, that your soulmate relationship is going to be with a Virgo. It looks very bright to me. It looks like this person's going to help heal you along mentally. The funny thing is you're 2 earth signs, but let's see how that turns out, okay? Thank you so much for visiting the channel and having so much patience with me with this reading. I love you so very much and wish you the best of the best in 2022. Bye.